Planet Earth is home to a multitude of different cultures and communities. Although we are all humans who inhabit this land, throughout history there have been countless conflicts, driven by resources, ideological differences, and racism. In this video, we'll explore the history and origins of systematic racism in the US, and take a hopeful glimpse into the future of this country. The year is 2024, and we've come a long way since the time of Jim Crow, Chinese exclusion, and Japanese incarceration in the 19th and 20th centuries. Regardless, we still feel the effects of these and many more historical atrocities today, namely through something called systemic racism, where systems and institutions of a society work to perpetuate racial inequality. Let's look at a famous consequence of systemic racism in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In 1906, the founder of the Greenwood District, O.W. Gurley, purchased 40 acres of colored-only land and would only sell property to other black individuals. Ironically, the heavy segregation of the time worked to allow the Greenwood District to become an economic and cultural hub for people of color who would struggle to live in other places. Gurley's wealth grew along with that of his communities, where by 1921, he owned over 100 properties and amassed $500,000 to $1 million in wealth, roughly worth between $9 and $17 million in 2024. The district, better known as Black Wall Street, had become a thriving African-American community, filled with banks, hotels, cafes, clothiers, movie theaters, and contemporary homes. On May 31st, however, the Tulsa Tribune reported that a black man attempted to rape a white woman. The white population of the city, feeling impatient with the trial and filled with rage, rioted, resulting in 300 deaths and 800 injuries, along with properties being burnt to the ground with flammables and explosives. This resulted in the torching of 1,200 homes, leaving 10,000 people homeless and decimating Gurley's short-lived net worth. The Greenwood District was living proof that African-American entrepreneurs were capable of creating vast wealth, but the government and private industries worked to bring down land value and support of white dominance in the area. Interestingly, desegregation actually drove the black population away in search of other opportunities, further stifling African-American progress in the district. Despite efforts, the Greenwood District never received the revitalization or reparations it was owed, and to this day, it is not as prominent as it once was. But Greenwood's story doesn't end here. In 2021, Tulsa Mayor G.T. Bynum attempts to rectify past injustices by putting together a committee of local leaders who aim to revitalize historic Black Wall Street. Some of their key goals include pedestrian-friendly construction, promoting economic development of commercial districts, introducing some much-needed affordable housing, and building generational wealth. Now that we know the district's past and present, let's look to the future. The year is now 2074. There have been 12 Olympic Games. I've gotten old, and more importantly, the Greenwood District finally lives up to its historic nickname. The poverty difference between the predominantly white South Tulsa and North Tulsa, where the Greenwood District is, has plummeted from 20.1% to near zero. Commercial zones have been revitalized, drawing in more investment and economic growth in the area. More affordable housing is available to the public, decreasing the homeless population and crime, and increasing land value. The community are educated on the district's historic past and humble beginnings. This is just one of countless examples of how the racist views and actions of the past continue to negatively impact racial minorities through deep-rooted systems and infrastructure. It is, however, also an opportunity to right past wrongs, and with enough committed and educated people, it's only a matter of time before justice and equity is reached. And not just for the town of Tulsa, Oklahoma, but for the United States as a whole. Thanks for watching.